Week one of the PFL Challenger Series just occurred. It was on January 27th, and my next guest not only happened to win his fight on that card, but he became the newest PFL welterweight contender. He joins me today. He's called the Silverback. His name's Mr. Thad Jean. Mr. Silverback, thank you so much for being here. You're the man.
Thanks for the introduction, and thanks for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
Well, it's a huge honor, and I wanted to start off by saying not only congratulations, but Eric Alequin, a very, very difficult guy to have to get that contract over. You made it look easy. I know how good that guy is. I've seen him fight in combate. He can be a bully. He's got great ground game. What was the game plan fighting a guy like that?
Watching his fights, I knew that, actually, he didn't really perform like he did in all his last fights. So going into the fight, in his previous fights, he did, like you said, bully his last opponents. A lot of straights on his opponents, a lot of takedowns, a lot of bullying on the ground and everything like that. So my game plan going in there was, don't let this guy take you down. If he does take you down, let's stay heavy on the legs because he does like to put locks and all that stuff. And of course, I'm not going to be scared of it, but I'm not going to underestimate my opponent in any type of way. So going into the fight, it was more of I want to be a versatile fighter, so I don't want there to be any holes in my game. And saying, with that being said, the camp was as it always is. It's we're striking today. We're doing grappling the next day. We're doing MMA training now. We're separating everything, but we are working at the best of our abilities for everything, so that we are not ever not ready for something in the cage.
Your power, your athleticism, your speed, you're able to demonstrate that at a very, very high level for 15 minutes. When you look back, you watch the tape of your performance, there's really not a whole lot that you can nitpick on, in my opinion, and get upset about. I thought you put on a masterclass performance. When you look back at that tape, what are some of the things that you see? Were you mostly happy with what you did?
I was happy with the performance. Well, there was a couple of times I went back to my corner and I would tell my coaches that, hey, I keep slipping. I can't do what I really want to do in the cage because I keep slipping. But then they would tell me, hey, forget about it. If you're slipping, he's slipping. Just keep the game plan, focus, listen to us, and let's keep pressing forward, keep doing what you're doing. And with that, it was a good thing to me because I was able to adapt and still conquer against such a good opponent. And again, looking back at the tape, I did fairly good for what I was given,
But did he surprise you with anything? Like there's one of those types of things where like you get in the cage, you prepare for an opponent, you think X, Y, or Z, and then things change. Like once you're actually in the ring with this guy, like did he show you something that you maybe weren't expecting, or did you build up something in your head that, oh, he's going to be so hard or so strong doing this, and then you got in the cage with them and maybe that wasn't the case?
No, and that's a good question. That's one of the things that I definitely want to get across, is that I never go into the cage thinking my opponent could do just to give my opponent more credit than he should have, just because I don't want to go in there timid or anything, But I do give him credit on his chin, his ability to be able to take the punches and come back, take the kicks and come back. He had a dog in him as well. He was a fighter. He wasn't a chump or anything. And like you said, he was a good opponent. Yeah, he was ready for the scrap. There we go. He was ready for the fight, and I'll give him that. It was a good opponent. He had his experience, 7-0 going into the fight against me, and he tried to put that on display as best as he could.
I've seen you fight many times before. I have seen you put guys away with some of those shots that you've landed. I was very surprised that he was able to last the full duration. I know you wanted that finish. I know you wanted it bad, but also credit to him because you threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He kept coming at you.
And like you said, what fighter doesn't want to get the finish? Every punch, every attack. When I don't is with the intention to finish my opponent. I don't want him to be going into the next round with me. I don't want to keep talking to him. I don't want to keep trading with him. I want to go home and sleep or eat. I want to just relax. Excuse me. I want this fight to be over with. But like you said, he was able to take it and he was able to respond with it as well. So all credit to him with that.
All credit to him. All credit to your boy, Kendly St.
Yeah.
A complete monster. I've seen him fight. He's really turned his career around. I've seen him fight in CFFC a few different times. I know that going into this, he was supposed to be in your corner. They tap him on the shoulder at the very last minute. And for him to go out there, if in only a handful of hours' notice and put on the performance that he did, I was really impressed by him. When you're in the back room getting ready, like, were you able to see any of this fight on TV, or are you just kind of in your own
Yeah,
little zone?
I was actually at the walkout platform watching his fight from the side, and let's backtrack a little bit on what you said from him being able to turn his career around. And you got to give the credit to where it's due, and that's to our coaches, our striking coach Daniel Menez and our grappling coach Jay-Z Cavalcante. They're building a team, and we're starting to be able to put ourselves, display our talents on a bigger platform than PFL. We're starting to get to Bellator. We're in LFA, we're in CFFC, and we're only going to keep growing as our team keeps growing. Because again, giving credit where it's due, our coaches know what they're doing. And for Kendly to go in the fight 24 hours notice, not only take the fight short notice, but win and decisively win by taking a rear naked choke in this guy was crazy. It was great, and it was nothing to me because again, like I said, he was there to help me get ready for the fight, lose weight, so that helped him in turn. But we had our coaches there, so it was adapt and overcome. Kelly's gonna fight, okay, whatever. I still have to worry about my fight, but at the same time, we do want the best for our teammates, and at the end of the day, we both were able to get the win in and got the contract.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about Kendly, I look at him, it's just like he was there to corner. He completely blew everybody's expectations away. And then you two are the last guys standing in the ring together.
Yep.
And I know it was one of those situations where it was like, and it's probably bittersweet because, like, on one hand, you're super happy. You came out there, mission accomplished. And then your boy, I mean, he put on an incredible show too. I
Yeah.
hope he comes back. I really do. I think he's an amazing fighter. I really believe that.
And he will. He will definitely come back in. And to your point, I don't want to say it's a bittersweet on my part. I'm always happy to see someone who's Kinley is very hardworking, and to see hard work get put and rewarded it shouldn't be something I would say is bitter, because it should motivate someone who wants something out of life, who knows that life isn't just you're just given anything, and that hard work is the only way to get it. And
Mm-hmm.
hard working again, he's going to get it. He's supposed to be in the next week's lightweight Challenger Series, but he did get a little injury, so trying to come back for him in the March second chance opportunity. And once he gets there, he's going to definitely put on another show and show you guys why he's there and why he deserves to be there.
Absolutely. Thad, I have one final question for you. I have had the great gift of being able to speak to a lot of the PFL Challenger Series fighters. I think you're like the fourth or fifth guy I've talked to. There are a
Nice.
lot more people coming after you, though. And you went in there. It's a pressure cooker of an environment. You have to win your fight. You have to get the celebrity judges to like you. You have to get the people at home to like you. You did all the things everyone's trying to do. You got your contract. For the people that are coming up after you, what's some advice that you would give them? Because this ain't a normal fight.
Yeah, I mean, don't put in the hard work. Don't put hard work in when it's too late. Put hard work in now, and don't wait until you have a fight or hear that you have a fight to start working on that training camp. Training camp should be every day you walk into the camp or into the weight room or into your training room. That's training camp. And once you get to the big stage, be yourself. Don't be tunnel blind. Don't be tunnel vision, and miss the opportunity when it's presented to you. So just go focus, put God first, and you'll be handed what you want.
Absolutely. Thad, if there are any sponsors that you need to talk about, if there are any companies or people in your corner that you need to talk about, I want to give you that opportunity before I let you go.
People in my corner, I would say, like I said, I always put God first, because there's only so much you could do with people and humans around you, but putting God first, you could do anything, and everything is possible. But also, again, like I said, I want to give credits back to my coach, my team, Deerfield Beach, and my coaches Daniel Menez and Jay-Z Cavalcante. uncle, our captain in the gym, Jin Singh, and just a team back at home. We're a bunch of dogs, and we're ready to fight. TGM, Marcelo, my manager, and Rick. I appreciate all of them giving me this opportunity, and let's make it to the top. Let's keep going.
Yes, sir. Well, Thad, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I am looking forward to seeing you compete in the 2024 maybe PFL season. Hopefully it's even sooner than that, but I want to see you back out there. I want to see you fight for $1 million.
All right, let's get it. We're going to see it this year. Let's say 2023.
Well, let's go then. Let's go. Thad, thank you. Mr. Silverback, you're the man. We'll do this again very soon.
Awesome. You have a great day, brother.